Hi, welcome back. We are talking about lesson 16 today of the workbook in A Course in Miracles. And the headline of today's lesson is I have no neutral thoughts. In today's lesson we learn that every thought we have is impactful. That there are no big or small or powerful or weak thoughts. That there are only thoughts that are true and false. And true thoughts extend the truth, and false thoughts multiply illusions. True thoughts bring peace and love, and fake thoughts bring war and fear. That is the summary of Lesson 16's teachings. Now, what the exercise of Lesson 16 did for me was to realize that none of our thoughts are neutral. This is the beginning step to unravel more of our beliefs that we have around our thoughts. And for me, the biggest one that is related to this teaching is the idea of positive and negative thoughts. We can probably assume that all negative thoughts are false, so they belong to the category of false thoughts. But can we assume that all positive thoughts are true? I don't think so, because positive thoughts are easily still coming from the ego and therefore create illusions. It's very easy to identify negative thoughts as thoughts from the ego and therefore false. But in the positive thoughts, we really have to go deeper and see if they are true or false. So I went ahead and did a little bit of an exercise, even though I know that we shouldn't even think about that yet in this exercise, but I wanted to test it out anyway and search for some positive thoughts that are kind of thoughts that I would have or even have that are coming from the ego. So I found 3, which I'm going to share with you. The first one is, I want to run a successful business with a high enough income so I can have more freedom. That sounds like a positive thought and a great desire, but really it comes from the ego. Example number 2 is, I lose all of my extra weight in 2025 so I can feel better about my body. Again, absolutely fine sounding thought, but it comes from my ego. And the third one is, I want my project at work to become less demanding so I don't have a lot of stress. It sounds like a thought coming from a good place, a positive intention, but if I really go into it, there are a few false statements in the thought alone. So, as I said, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. Today we are only to realize that we have no neutral thoughts, and that the most important distinction between thoughts is not if they are positive or negative, but that they are true or false. So I find that's a huge new learning for me in lesson 16, which I'm very grateful for. It gave me a lot to think about. What was your biggest learning from lesson 16? Let me know in the comments what you have experienced or what you think about my review. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you again tomorrow for lesson number 17. Bye bye.